My ancient watch has enriched my existence with many stories and legends before my eyes. Know that this day is no exception. As the 21st of Wind's favor is reaching its end, I have witnessed the Crusaders stand and kneel before the goddess of Helheim itself. Seems Dascaris and Narana had some major business to discuss within this realm of death. The big matter on the docket being the priorities of Malpais and what steps may need to be taken. The Tiefling wishes to bestow the responsibilities of restoration to the Magi Supreme's apprentice. Narana was given insight with the mnemonic phylactery, but this has not changed her knowledge of Malpais' disdain towards the gods. This includes Asmodeus. Coming to an understanding, the party took their leave of Hell's frozen domain. Blitzing through a magic portal, it seemed a right rip snorter would soon take place in the Jotun Valley. Gazing upon quite a butte of a snow blanket, it appears as underneath lies a deep chasm where one of the last tribes of frost giants hold to their old culture. 5 big blue fuckers watching some tossers slide into their home. One started to raise his twin axes to bring them swiftly to Valhalla. However, Daricus Tongue of the Giants gave them a fair whack of survival. In usual fashion, the Crusaders demanded an audience with the higher-ups. Admiring the strength and resilience, the party, it's agreed that the sacred altar of Thrym may be accessed by these small travelers. The Divine Bloke's ritual site is made purely of unwavering ice, with relics and gifts to the frost giant god frozen inside, yet the ice is shaped like a feasting table. With prayers and offerings given, the origin of frost giants crashes through astral ice with a hammer made of the same material. His form is mighty and fierce, with an expression that screams you call upon forces you do not comprehend. The party, however, fucking shuts him down. I've been watching your progress for some time, and let me just say, it's challenging to see. The heroes of the world need the assistance of divine beings in order for survival, but rarely ever delving into the deities lives beyond. Use your strength to stop Asmodeus in like 6 months. The end of the world comes soon, certainly, but not that soon. With ego damaged, Thrym stands before the heroes and takes in all the information presented, and agrees to join the causes presented on the condition that his people have a section of frozen land near Thrym's new altar. This holy chum demands that the god of thunder leave him and his people alone to finally usher peace between this dying race and the Jotun Slayer. You have to love peaceful resolutions. With green fire, the Jotun Chasm is transported from the ice and snow to beautiful Evermeadow. Now, one of the final challenges of the party's Penguin adventure await them: to enter the primordial realm of ice and attempt to sway the unmoving cosmic force. Trekking through the blizzard, sheltered by the Wolf of Norse legend and Tempest's runic gift, they swiftly traveled to the center. In the middle of Pengwa, this troop found an icy, spiral descent guarded by 2 large ice elementals. Something seems wrong about so little defenses for such an important location. Within moments, these guards were spoken to and told the heroes wished to speak with Artika. An elemental drifted down into the ice and returned nearly as swiftly to inform that the party is expected. Parting from the entrance, the Crusaders battled the cold winds to enter a system of white dragon caves. The first room held some young dragons playing before confronted with people. Speaking in the dragon's tongue, they allowed the party to travel down a central tunnel to the draconic parents who held great resistance to the invaders' approach. Crikey, this situation did not go well. Malpais demanded passage, the adult dragons declined, and a fucking sloppick knocker occurred. Forged in the deepest pits of the burning hells, an unholy ruby arrow launched forth under Malpais and the devil's guidance, instantly killing every dragon in this room. Shocked by cold action of his friend, Dascaris mustered his powers of fate to try and save these noble guardians. Knowing Vega forbids time manipulation by mortals, the cosmic forces pull the souls back into the bodies from the unholy crystal that entered their lizard brains. With that recombining of tissue and spirit, the terror of the last 10 seconds has been repressed, seeming as nothing occurred. The significance of trying to undo Asmodeus' work had serious drawbacks, however, as the knowledge of calling higher forces to answer Dascaris' wishes faded. Much like the dragon's deaths, a second attempt was made, and the importance of this meeting was not overstated. After much deliberation and concern for well-beings, the dragons parted from the tunnel to the deepest room, the possible last path these friends will ever take. This room of many caverns held a massive quantity of ancient white dragons and their children and elementals by the back blank wall. Once again, the request for passage was issued, and the ancient dragons answered with a resounding acceptance. Bloody hell, they wouldn't care to piss on you if you were on fire. They know that their creator will decide if you will live or die on his own terms, so no skin off their bones. Now, with the way clear, you all take your last steps of the material plane to your frozen resting place. For arriving at the end of the room, the two ice elementals acknowledge each other and trace their sharp fingers in symbols, forming a glowing archway, a very portal to the origin of cold. As you lot step through, you are captured by an unexpected feeling. Of all the stories you have heard about Artika, you don't expect to feel wonder. Then again, all of your divine and elemental connections have never brought you to a realm of a primordial. The beauty of this astral existence and pure cold blowing from on high. Walls of ice tower to the magical skies, the glistening snow swirling all around, and several forms of life thrive in this place. Such a wonder to behold. But the second feeling you all feel is intense, unapologetic freezing. In less than half a second, your soul is chilled near its very core, but is precisely stopped before death occurs. A total shock to your system, surpassing all abilities you have gained to this point. And yet, the cold calms itself for less than 6 seconds before returning to close in on your heart. The second time it hits, mates, you start to question that something is trying to kill you, or if this is truly the end. By the 6th time it hits, there's no doubt in your minds that your presence here is unnatural and unwelcomed, but the cold grip on your essence seems to slowly fade away. It's as though everything is just drifting away. Perhaps it's an acceptance by the primordial being of your arrival, preventing your oblivion, a resistance you've adapted to through all you've done, divine protection from the God Council, or perhaps something far worse. Despite this weakening of the effects, for now, it is humbling to be in this frigid world. Looming in the skies above, the astral sea blurring all from reality, you could almost swear you see a colossal being whose form is less than transparent. But in a moment, you blink and the being is gone. How can something so big disappear so swiftly? Who can truly say? But one thing you heroes need to take from this is it may lead you to the master of this realm. Good luck, don't piss it off.